Hello, welcome on in.
Hello. Hello, everyone. It's a little bit late for me. It's like 3 in the morning, but we should be
Oh,
fine.
really?
Yeah, it's actually 3 in the morning. We should be fine, though. Shouldn't be a problem.
It'll be okay. I'm excited. I'm excited to see this.
I woke up pretty early, so I should be fine. Okay, so welcome to Gravity Dock. If you remember VVV, VVV, or V6, as we like to call it,
Yes.
it's pretty similar. The difference is that your character is a duck. It's extremely execution heavy, for reasons I will explain a little bit later. I will do all the levels. The levels are split into 4 worlds: the forest, underground, the mountains, and the city, for a total of 140 levels, which is actually pretty impressive.
Wow, that's a lot of levels.
And I'm going to try to do all that within 25 minutes. Normally I should be fine. I practiced a lot for that run, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Wonderful.
Okay, so we're going to start with the forest. You have 35 levels for this one, 35 for the second world as well, 30 for the third world, and 40 for the fourth world. So, we are pretty much set and ready to start. So, let's do a little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the story of this game is that a Moai pretty much told you, okay, I need you to collect 140 golden eggs. And to collect these 140 golden eggs, you have to complete 140 levels. And that's pretty much the entire story. You don't have a lot of things to talk about. In terms of scenario, it's pretty much bare bones, but it's not a game that takes pride in scenario, to be fair. It's mostly execution. Oh, first death here. Need to wait. There you go. And here we're going to have a small... There are small optimization that you can do pretty much everywhere to save a little bit of time. What you can pretty much notice is that the character has absolutely no inertia, which means if you actually stop at one point, the character will completely stop. Oh. So nothing whatsoever, or at least no. If you have to handle pretty much the character this way.
Okay.
There we go. And 2, 3. The game is actually on Switch, PS4, and Xbox. It's actually a kind of port of a Flash game that was released a couple of years ago, and it's pretty much a port of a Flash game that was made a couple of years ago, and the objective is instead of 140 levels, you have instead of 40 levels, you have 140 levels, which is a little bit longer at least.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, I want to take the fast strat here. There we go. Because there are a couple fast strats as well to make sure you complete the levels as fast as possible. I want to go for these fast strats at least. I had the record, the world record on this game, literally up to this morning.
Really?
When one of the main runners of the individual worlds category actually started playing all levels and demolished my world record by 3.5 minutes. The world record, instead of being 24 minutes and 10 seconds, is now 20 minutes and 38 seconds, which is really short.
Yeah, that's very quick. For 140 levels?
Yep. To be fair, it's not as if the levels are extremely long either. It's... Oh. Making a lot of mistakes there.
I do have one donation, if you're okay with me reading.
Yep, sure. Go ahead.
We have a donation from Rudolph Fahrenheit. They gave $5 to say alternative spirits would rock. Let's rush to that incentive. I totally agree with that. Let's totally rush that incentive. Thank you so much, Rudolph.
Okay, so we are soon arriving at the end of the world number 1, which is the forest. We have the last level of this world right here. There we go. So first world is finished. It's
like 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think the word record on that is like 3 minutes and 15 seconds, which is extremely fast. And most of the worlds in itself actually can be finished in about between 4 and 6 minutes. So it's... I'm taking a little bit safer here because I know that I'm not exactly one of the best players when it comes to overcoming nerves. Okay, right here. Nope. Yeah, I was going a little too slow here. Okay. That's fine. I'll just... There we go. And the objective will be pretty much to finish the 25 levels as fast as it can be possible in this game. So here we're going to... There we go. There we go. Nice. Oh! Forgot to flip some...
Looks like we have 2 more donations.
Go ahead.
We got one from Jackos77, giving $50, no message, but it's still appreciated all the same. Thank you so much, Jackos. And we have 16-Bit Ferret with $25 to say, let's get that rush. Thank you so much, 16-Bit Ferret. I appreciate it greatly.
Okay. I'm taking it extremely safe there. Mostly because I'm pretty nervous as well, to be fair, to play a run this early in the morning. But I'll deal with that. There we go. And most of the levels are... Like you see, most of the levels are actually extremely straightforward and can be done extremely quickly.
I'm sure it took a while to figure out exactly how to do a lot of these levels as quick as you are. It's a lot of puzzles.
Sure. There's a lot of puzzles. There's a lot of optimizations as well on any of the levels. Here. I mean, it's not a game that's extremely complicated in terms of the buttons used. You use the analog stick and the A button. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a very simple game in terms of what buttons to use. And yeah, it can be... But it can be hard to actually master the controls of this game, because as I said, if you just stop pressing one button, like if you stop pressing the analog stick for like just a frame, the character will completely stop. Oh, I had the time. Oh.
I do have one more donation.
Yep.
From Roll, $10. They say, Tango and I are ready to roll if the incentive is met. Why should Mega Man get all the fun? GG's for all the runners so far, and good luck to Ulvind.
Yep, Ulvind. Oh.
Ulvind, got it. Thank you so much, Roll. I guess we are $35 away from meeting the Mega Man incentive, which is super cool.
What the? Okay. One thing to note as well is that the movement of the analog stick is not relative to the character, but relative to the camera. And yeah, that can make some pretty awkward movements sometimes, because you have to remember not the movement of the character, but the movement of the camera instead. So for example, here I have to press down and not press left. Okay. Okay. Going to set this one here a bit. You have to. There's a lot of things that you have to avoid actually. Nice. Okay, I forgot to press A actually on this one.
We just got 2 more donations, if I may.
Yep, go ahead.
From Brash Volksdragon, giving $10 to say towards Mega Man incentive. Thank you so much, Brash.
Nice.
And Oasis giving $35 to say we got this, y'all. Well, we do got this. We met the incentive. We actually went $10 over the Mega Man incentive. Thank you so much, everybody, for getting us that incentive.
Yeah, that's very nice, actually.
That's super awesome. We are also still working towards the Celeste incentive. We have a little bit more time for that. So thank you guys so much once again for getting us the Mega Man 4 incentive. I'm super excited to watch that now.
Okay, so now we are in the third world, which is the mountains.
Oh, I like the color scheme in this one.
So we have to avoid the bull right there. I'm going to take this... Okay, so for this next level, I'm going to take a safe strat that I usually take. Because I'm not really confident. So normally you should put... If you go the fastest way, you're supposed to go down. But here, if you wait for the Indian to actually come here, you can jump over him and actually go straight towards the finish. So here, I'm not supposed to wait. So here, you... There you go. And here you have the eagle that you have to avoid as well, because if your character touches anything, it's basically dead. But to be fair, the deaths aren't that punitive. It's you lose. I think the most you can lose with this is like 20 seconds, I'd say. Here we're going to the side, wait a bit. Nice. We're going to wait a bit. Yeah, I'm not going to make the cycle, so we're going to here, wait here, let's go. There's a lot of places where you can actually go extremely fast if you wait for the cycle, but it's not exactly safe or like marathon safe in any way. So you have to pretty much balance between anything. So here, nice.
There's definitely a lot of close calls.
Yeah, there's a lot of close calls, and if you want to go as fast as you possibly can, the calls are pretty much even closer. So here... You have to take pretty much paths that are extremely... You have to take paths that are not usually extremely comfortable to take. Nice. Need to wait a bit here. Okay, this one is a little hard, mostly because of the second part of this level that comes up a little higher here. You're supposed to actually dodge through these two. And there you go. It's actually pretty close in terms of the hitbox right there. An issue. Here I'm taking it safe as well. Ah, God. That was too slow. There you go. That was too fast. Because everything is based on a local cycle, which means when you die, the cycle resets, and you pretty much have to learn one cycle for every level, which is still pretty massive when you want to learn the 140 levels. But the cycle's not exactly hard to master.
So are the cycles different based on if you died and restarted a level, or if you started it from the last level?
Nope. The cycles are always the same. They never move.
Got it.
Let's just a little safer. Go. Nope. Wait here. That is fine. Here we're going to wait a bit for the cycle. There you go. Two. So we are arriving pretty much on the most grueling levels. So this one and the next one are pretty much considered the hardest levels of the run. And mostly the level 30 that we'll see right there. Which is the last level of the zone, actually. So here we're going to take it safe. I'm going to take it extremely safe. I don't want to take any risks. And there we go. We are on the last zone of the game, which is the city.
Wow.
And this one is...
You really flew right through it. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's one of the hardest levels in the run, and it's when you actually are playing a all-level stage, it's pretty much like 3/4 of the way in, which is extremely stressful. You wait here for the lasers to shoot. There you go. Nope. I'm going to 1, 2, and there we go. So here we're going to be okay, that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. You can pretty much notice that most of these levels are actually repeats from levels of earlier zones that have some elements that have changed, at least. So here we have to wait for the cycle to appear. There we go.
It's really cool how every world has a different type of vibe. Like,
yeah, every world has a different type of vibe. Every world has a different type of enemy as well, which is which you have to know how to avoid.
It keeps it fresh.
Yeah. Here we have to wait.
We do get a $5 donation, if I may.
Yep. Perfect.
From Sega Star, they say this marathon has been amazing so far. Here's to the home stretch, everybody. Thank you so much, Sega Star. I appreciate it a bunch.
Okay. Okay. Going to wait here for the cycle. There we go. Here we go. To wait a bit. Here we go. And that's the... No. To wait here. Very good. Here is a safe... it's pretty much a safe spot from the lasers. Here we are going to wait for the cycle. There we go. And note, if you actually didn't press down at the end of this level, you would pretty much fall into the spikes. Into here, because this one is there's some more. There we go. This one is extremely fast and requires a lot of quick thinking. It's basically you go up, you go right. That's it. That's the entire level. But you can't go too far up or too far left, else you actually run into the spikes. That was very close. Way too close for comfort, actually. So we are arriving. What level am I? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm going to wait here. This one is pretty tricky as well. You're going to understand why. So here you have to avoid the dog. Then pass between these. Pass between these and stop at the exact right time. Oh, I forgot to go up here. Like I said, there are some places where you pretty much have to have the best possible outcome. Here, nice. Managed to skip the cycle. Oh. So here we're going to wait for the lasers to stop. And that was too slow. There you go. Ah! And actually, pretty much a lot of levels require quick thinking. You want to do the levels as fast as you possibly. Which is so let's go right. There we go. So here we're going to skip this part. There we go. This goes the other way around, and we got this. Here we actually can't go faster because we have to wait for the laser cycles. We are arriving, I think, on the second to last level, third to last level actually. It's level 38 out of 40 in this zone, which is makes it pretty close to the end. We have to stop here to make sure we don't hurt ourselves. Oh. So we're going to wait here. We're going to take the safe way. And this is the last level of the game. Prepare for time. Okay, we have the last pattern there. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, you can sometimes get stuck on the platforms because there are some pixels that are not covered by the hitbox of the spikes and time. Okay. And here pretty much is what's happening. So, good. I see you have returned my eggs. Okay, so 140 eggs. Nice. Well, here's your reward. Now begone. I have an omelette to make. And that's the plot twist, pretty much. It was a pretty fun game. Can I just have the time, please?
Yeah. Your time is 23:46.
23:26.
23:46.
46. Okay, that's a personal best by 30 seconds, which is...
That's a PB?
That's a PB by 30 seconds,
Whoa.
Which is not bad.
Can we get some hearts and love in the chat?
I was expecting a little bit higher, to be fair, but I'll take a 23:46.
That's amazing. Congratulations on your PB.
Thanks.
Is that the first PB of this marathon? Does anybody know? That is super cool. Well, I really enjoyed watching it. It was super interesting. I was kind of on the edge of my seat for some of the enemies, especially that dog. The dog.
Yeah,
so
they're pretty hard to avoid. I'm going to try just one thing. It's on this level. It's one strat that we call the swag spike. Basically, as I explained, there's a certain portion that is not covered by the spikes, and it's about 1 pixel wide. And if you make it, you can normally pretty much skip an entire cycle, which when you go for individual levels is pretty much extremely fast. And there we go, that's the strat. So yeah, it was fun playing. It was fun. I appreciate you having accepted this run to the marathon. I try to work as much as I can this game, and I'm pretty proud to have done a PB at least on this stage. Even though, to be fair, I was kind of wanting a little lower of a time, but I'll take it.
You got something to work towards.
Yep, definitely.
Do you have any shoutouts you'd like to give?
Not in particular. I mean, shoutouts to the organizers, of course, for having accepted me. Shoutouts to the French community, because, yeah, as you might have not noticed, I'm actually French. And that's pretty much it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this.
No problem.
So I guess we're going to take a little intermission. We'll be back soon with some Mega Man 4. And also, if you guys missed anything, you missed a run by your favorite runner, missed a game you wanted to watch, missed some game hosted by whatever host you wanted to see, everything will be posted on the Fastest Furs YouTube shortly after the event. If you want to do exclamation point YouTube in the chat, you can get on that YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, check it out, and we'll see you there.